second experiment, it is multiplexer. So you might have heard the word multiplexer from your class 10, 11, 12. Just you tell me if you have not at all heard this word. Okay. So multiplexer, it is a data selector. In the Venn diagram, in some logics, many to one, one to many options you might have studied in the mathematics also. Okay. So this is the symbol for multiplexer. This is the symbol for multiplexer. So many inputs can be applied to a single system, and whichever input you want to get on the output, that selection can be done. Many to one is the other name for multiplexer. It is a data selector. It is a data selector. It is a digital circuit having multiple inputs and single output. Okay, multiple inputs, single output, and it is a digital circuit. You can give any number of inputs, but output should be only one output. Output should be only one. Based on number of inputs, you have to give the selection line. So three things are important in multiplexer: how many input lines and how many selection lines. Okay, input is n, means selection line should be this n equated to 2 power m. M is the number of selection line. For example, I am giving 4 input lines, 2 power 2 is 4, so I have to use 2 selection lines. If I am giving 16 input lines, 2 power 4 is 16, so 4 selection lines I have to use. And definitely in multiplexer, only one output is possible, irrespective of any number of inputs and selection lines. Okay. So this is the diagram for multiplexer, many to one. There is a possibility of 2 by 1 multiplexer. In that case, one selection line will be there. 4 by 1 multiplexers, 2 selection lines are there. 8 by 1 multiplexer, 3 selection lines. 16 by 1, 4 selection lines, like that. What is the next possible multiplexer after 16 by 1? You should tell me.
32
by observing 32 by 1. In that case, how many selection lines are possible?
5 lines.
5 lines. 32 means 2 power 5. So 5 selection lines are possible. Okay. So this is about multiplexer. Now I will go with 2 by 1 multiplexer. 2 by 1 multiplexer. 2 inputs and 1 output is possible. 2 inputs and 1 output is possible. And the inputs are D0, D1. You can see here inputs are D0, D1. And the selection line is yes. Selection line is yes. And because selection line 1 bit, we can give only 0 or 1 for the S value. S value can be given either 0 or 1. If it is 0, selection line is 0, D0, first input will come at the output. First input will be passed on to the output, will travel to the output. So if the selection line is 1, then the second input, it will travel to the output. So output line, we can see what is the second input. Okay, this is about 2 by 1 multiplexer. So if you see 4 by 1 multiplexer, 4 input lines are there. D0, D1, D2, D3. D0, D1, D2, D3. 4 input lines are there. So 2 power 2 is 4. So we are using 2 selection lines. Okay. So 4 can be written as 2 power 2. So 2 selection lines. If 2 bits are there for selection lines, we have 4 combinations. 2 bits are there. We can make it either 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 or 1, 1. 4 possibilities are there for the selection lines. So if the selection line is 0, 0, D0 will come at the output side. D0 will travel to the output side. And if the selection line is 0, 1, you can see LSB. Okay, LSB means lower significant bit, right side, rightmost lower bit. Okay, it is S0. And S1 is the MSB. Okay, most significant bit. LSB means lower significant bit, and then MSB means most significant bit. Okay, so you have to operate the combination in the same way. 0, 0. 0, 1 means MSB should be 0 and LSB should be 1. Okay, LSB should be 1. In that case, second selection line will travel to the output. Okay, and 1, 0 means MSB should be 1 and LSB should be 0. In that case, D2 will travel to the output. So this is the output. Output is becoming D2 for this selection line. So output depends on selection line. Whatever we give in the selection line, that particular input will be traveling to the output. Okay, selection line 1, 1 means the last one will travel to the output. Okay, this is about 2 by 1. and 4 by 1 multiplexer I have shown you. Now we will try to see whether this happens in the simulation software. Okay. So first I will go with the 2 by 1. I will go with 2 by 1.